to this episode of Giving Your Dog Its Best Life. I'm Janine Smith, canine educator. We all love our fur babies and want to make the most of our years together. Join me as we discuss all sorts of ways to give your dog its best life. We'll cover a bunch of topics: health, training, challenges at different developmental stages, from puppyhood to crossing the Rainbow Bridge, and maybe just a little bit of storytelling centered in how deeply we love these amazing canines. If you enjoyed this podcast, please like and subscribe. I would love to hear from you in the comments or via email at janine@edupups.com. I'd love to hear topics you feel are important to your life with your pup. Together, we can speak, live, and love dog as we give your dog its best life. Hello, dog friends. This podcast is in honor of National Puppy Day, which was on March 23rd. Oh my goodness, if you are lucky enough to have a brand new puppy, congratulations. It is one of the most memorable events of a lifetime when you welcome this fluffy, sweet, innocent baby into your world. It's so exciting, and that puppy looks to you for everything. But at some point, the honeymoon wears off, sometimes quickly. You do not have a puppy. You have a raptor who chews socks, shoes, fingers, and anything it can sink its little puppy teeth into. Your puppy doesn't know how to go to the bathroom outside, so it has accidents in your home. It may have never used a leash or a collar, so trying to walk and exercise your puppy could be tricky. Maybe your puppy cries or barks when left alone. Welcome to Puppy Boot Camp, which is the first 6 weeks of having a new puppy. If you purchased your little baby from a reputable breeder, I do have a podcast on YouTube and my website on how to find a reputable breeder. This person hopefully will have started some of this work for you, possibly crate training, beginning obedience. Exposure would be a big thing, socialization to people and noises and objects, like maybe a collar and a leash. Maybe your baby is a rescue. Hopefully, the rescue organization has given you some support, even if it's just written suggestions to help transition that little puppy. You might be at ground zero, where you're just starting out, kind of saying, oh boy, here we go. In any case, here are a few helpful tips for all puppers and their people. Begin obedience immediately. The most important 2 commands to work with are sit and come. And again, you can do this super short, like 2-3 minutes max, multiple times a day. That works the best for puppies, like little kids. They have a very short attention span. Sit can help avoid many behaviors that you don't want, like jumping and counter surfing. Also, the pup learns to connect with you and to look at you for directions and to listen for what's coming next. The next thing is to come. You want that puppy to eventually have what's called rocket recall, where if you say the dog's name and come, they come hightailing it to you with everything they've got. Little ears flapping and tails wagging. I almost always, even now with my dogs, give a treat for when they come. I really, really want my dogs to come to me no matter what distractions are around. You want to make it very positive, always. Be super joyful, high voice, high energy. Make that puppy want to run to you more than anything, and treats don't hurt. Dogs and pups need rewards. Praise is huge. You want that connection. The dog adores and loves you, so they want to hear they're doing a good job. But many puppies are also food-driven, so you can also give healthy dog treats, which can solidify training and move it up to record speed. Darford.com makes a perfect size training treat. They are very small, just right for puppies, and for multiple rewards. Of course, they're all natural like all Darford food products with no artificial flavors or colors. The chicken and the pork are very tasty with an attractive smell to dogs and puppies, but not overwhelming for people. The cool thing is they are only 2 calories per treat. So Darford works really hard to make sure that what you're feeding your dog is healthy. They really are a perfect training treat. Puppy classes typically start at 4 months after all shots and vaccines. Please do not wait to socialize and train your puppies until then, because the largest learning window for puppies, where they just soak up information like little sponges, is from 8 to 12 weeks. This is the time your puppy adores you and wants to please you and will do anything for you. You need that foundation before adolescence rears its tricky head. All pups go into this questioning phase. For some, it's short-lived. For some, depending on your breed and other factors, it can be very tricky. So they really could try your patience. But you can head off the worst for all puppies if you begin your training right away. Expose your puppy to dogs of all shapes and sizes that you know. They need to have excellent temperaments and all their shots. I'm talking about the dogs. Do this at your home or somewhere that is not public. No dog parks, please. Puppies do need to meet all kinds of dogs to not develop fears or aggressive behaviors, but you want to make sure you know those dogs, because you want this to be a safe and positive experience for your puppy. Really, really matters that it goes well. Expose your puppy to all kinds of people, different nationalities, different ages, men with beards, people with hats, walkers, and wheelchairs. Again, you can do this in a safe, non-stressful way for your puppy. They don't have to hug and kiss your little baby, but the pup needs to see them and realize they are all part of his safe world. Again, I use training treats to help the pup associate something yummy with the new. Focus on the positive. I'm a rewards-based trainer, so I use praise and treats, not negative reinforcers like yelling or hitting a dog or a puppy. I would never use a rolled up newspaper or anything like that. You can just see if a puppy's yelled at, they just crumble. Please work on the behaviors you want. Focus on the positive, and don't make such a big deal about the mistakes. We all make them. Puppies too. They're just young little babies. When your puppy goes outside and potties for you, give praise and a treat within 3 seconds. The timing is key. You really got to move fast. Have those treats ready to go. If they make a mistake in the house, tell them in a calm voice, potty outside, and take them outside. Please don't shove their faces into their mistake. It doesn't help at all. Create a routine or schedule. Dogs love that. It makes them feel calm if they know what to expect. Dogs that eat at a certain time tend to relieve themselves at a certain time, which makes potty training a whole heck of a lot easier. I also recommend using a crate, not ever as a punishment. Dogs used to live in dens when they were wild, but our domestic dogs still tend to feel very, very safe in a small little place they call home. It really helps with potty training and helps you in creating a schedule. I use it also because it keeps my puppy safe. That way, it can't swallow things or destroy my house when it's being left alone. I always give my puppy a treat when I tell them to crate. Having a puppy is one of the greatest joys in life. You can make this a positive experience for both of you and enjoy many happy, healthy years together in that dog-human bond. Thank you for listening. Paws up. Thanks so much for listening to this episode of Giving Your Dog Its Best Life. If you enjoyed this podcast, please like and subscribe down below. I welcome your comments here or at Janine@edupups.com. Together, we can speak, live, and love dog as we give your dog its best life.